In this video, we meet Mike and Pam, who drove almost 3 hours to get some training for their new dog, Koda, the 10-month-old German Shepherd female. They've only had her 3 weeks, and she's been a little bit chasing of the cats at home, pestering the dog they already have, and they want to introduce her to the mom's dog that lives in my area. So I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I have what I call the non-negotiable. And believe it or not, sit, lay down, and stay are not in the non-negotiables. Those my dogs do know, obviously. He knows a downstay. He's over on his bed over there. But for most people at their home, if your dog's doing the non-negotiables, you have a well-behaved dog. And that is, come when I call. Non-negotiable. If I say come, you better show up. All right? If I say stay back, you have to stay back. No more forward movement. And I'll give you an example. These are all safety commands. If you're running toward the street, you said you live on a busy road. If you're running toward the street, you say come, that dog's got to turn around and come flying back to you. But what if by chance they got on the other side of the road and here comes a truck? Come's not going to work. Stay back. They stop dead in their tracks and don't come forward. Okay? So stay back. It's a non-negotiable. Then we have here, like walk with me. So you're outside playing with your dog and here comes UPS. Here. Come with me and stay with me so you don't get hit by the truck. Or stay back would work in that instance if you need to go to the truck to get things. Okay? So walk with me. There's times when I need that. Non-negotiable. And then if I say leave it, if I say drop it. Leave it means it's off limits. Don't even think about it. It's for the dog you want to bark at. The squirrel that's running. Pills that dropped. Just anything. If I say leave it, non-negotiable. Don't even think about it. Can't go for it. It's not yours. We're going to show you that. Then we're going to do drop it. If you've got something in your mouth and I say drop it, I don't care what it is, you spit it out. And if I was wrong and it was safe for you, then I'll say, okay, take it. But if I was right and it's a dead mouse, or these are things that dogs have brought to me, or just something you shouldn't have that might be dangerous, if I say drop it, spit it out. And another of the space games that are pretty important are off, don't jump on me, and move. You know, you're in the way, you got to move out of my way. But those are all the space games of getting into their space. So those are your non-negotiables, and if you stick with those, you'll have a well-behaved dog. Very well-behaved. So step 1 of socializing is stay back. And I'm going to do this with my dogs for several weeks around people. And, you know, till they just seem, people are great because they're there and I'm getting treats, but they're kind of boring. They're really no interest to me. So then, now, so he likes that you're there. Step 2 of socializing, I'm going to put these by your feet. I'm going to pet the dog. And you're just going to stand there and let him kind of be by you. When I'm petting the dog, I'm going to pet on the side that you are on. So it'll be his left side. And I want to see, does he get worried? Does he stiffen? Does he look back to see who's touched me? He shouldn't, because he's pretty socialized. So that should not be an issue. But that's why I'm touching the dog first. I want to see how they feel about being by you. Or does it overexcite them and make them want to jump? Those are other things. So go see. So while he's eating the treats, I pet him. Good job. Well done. And when he's done with the treats, Hudson, come. I take him back. Now, if he wants to sniff, that's fine, because that's a really good sign that he's pretty interested without being nutty. All right. Now this step is step 3. This could take 6 weeks to be at that. It could take 6 months. Don't proceed to the next step until you think they're ready. They have to be calm, confident, and content at one step before going to the next. So he's confident being with me and taking treats. So that's all good, right? He was confident up there. There was no startle, nothing. So he's ready for step 3. Go see. Now you go ahead and pet. while he's eating the treats. And now I can social distance. And I don't do this too often, but I do make sure, come, buddy. So you were being nice and he liked you, but I wanted to have the treat when he came back so I get to be better than you. Right. Make sense? And I don't do this too often, but obviously vets and groomers and whatever have to do some handling, okay? So I want my dogs to be okay with being handled by someone while they're taking treats off the ground. It keeps them thinking low, keeps them focused more off of you, but okay with you. Does that make sense? Now, step 4, he is at step 4, and his name is Hudson. So I'm going to, when I tell him to go see, like if at the vet's office, when they have to take him back for something, I'll hand the leash over and say, go see, and he'll happily go with them. But I'm not going to hand the leash over now, but I'll just say, go see, and he should come up to you. If he doesn't, it's because I've got treats and he really chooses, but don't ever let the other person give treats unless it's a groomer or a vet that has to take your dog away for something. All right, Hudson, go see. You can call him. Hudson, hi. Oh, good boy, Huds. Good boy, and I don't want to check out on him, so I tell him he's a good boy, and then he can come back to me and get the treat for being a good boy there. That's socialization. That's a dog being okay with being with other people, liking other people, loving me, safe with me. Good job. Well done. Okay, so stay back. He's off limits. If you want to eat that treat, eat the treat. If you don't, he's going to eat over here. Stay back. Good. Good job. Stay back. Good. Teach your dog to mind their own business, and they will be calmly social. Okay? If the first thing I did, I'll try these. If the first thing I did when I bring a dog in is let them play, let them get in each other's space, then he'll never trust me. He'll never do this again. He knows I'm not going to let this dog jump on him. And I want her to know the same. I'm not going to let him jump on you either. Oh, we got a winner. Well, good. We'll let Hudson have this that you don't want. This is how you socialize dogs. Okay? If there's no future relationship, like they're not going to hang out and barbecue together, hang out with the families, then this is all they need to do. See each other and get treats. Okay, so this is your safety grip. You stick it on the bone of your index finger and close it. Safety grip. Power grip is 2 hands together like a baseball bat. So say I want to hold it at 3 feet. I don't have to go buy a 3-foot leash or a 2-foot leash. Say I wanted a 3-foot leash. I fold it at 3 feet. I've just made myself another handle. Okay, and then this, I can let it hang out or fold it up again. And then 2 hands together like a baseball bat. That is power grip. And then when you do your sneakaways, you walk forward, you walk backwards. She didn't care. Hey, I made her care. Good. Good job. I just wish she was a little more treat motivated, but she'll just have to take the petting. Good job. Well done. Hey, yay. Good. Barely took a physical. Listen to the verbal. Good. Good. Hey. Good. See, she's kind of like, although she's not my dog, so she might do this better for you even. I'm going to go forward toward my dog. Stay there. And she's kind of leaving him alone now. Good job. That's how the sneakaways work. It's just better to be with me getting treats than barking at another dog. So I'm going to say, heel. Good. And so she doesn't know what heel means. You see how she just went past me? So that's what we're going to do to teach her. And it means follow me to my side. There is a formal heel. We don't do that here at all. because I don't show, and it doesn't have to look like a show dog staring up at me. I don't want that. I want a nice little walk with me. All right, Koda, heel. Good, good. Not taking the treat. Heel. Good, good. Heel, heel. See, when I turn and say heel, she should say, yeah, I'll come back with you. Heel. Good. Go to heel. Much better. Heel. Good. So I stepped it up a little when she was lagging behind. Heel. Go to heel. Good. Good. She licked it. Heel. Good. Go to heel. Go to heel. She gets ahead of me. Heel. Good. Pat your leg and say heel. Heel. Good. Tell her how wonderful. Now turn. Heel. Heel. Yes, just a fun, quick turn. Heel. It's a game of staying ahead of them. Heel. Yay, good girl. Did she take it? Yeah, that's good. And heel. And turn. Heel. Oh, that's beautiful. And she's working happy. So 2 to 3 times a day like this in a driveway. So we're going to play the come game. Now, the come game is the opposite of the chase game. Well, it actually is the chase game, but they're chasing me to get what they want. So to call a dog to me, I tease them with what they want. All right? And I'm going to show you a trick I did with him when he was really little that worked like a charm. But I'm going to tease him with what he wants. Bring it here. Put it here between my feet and then love him up. The words I'm going to use are over there. Hudson, come. Good. So he's kind of chasing me to learn what the word come means. So that's why we're using the natural dog game of chase. Hudson, come. Good, come. Good, come. So you can see for the sneak away and the come, I'm always moving my feet backwards to draw them to me. Good. Hudson, come. Good, come. And that wiggle hand becomes their hand signal. I'm going to take them off leash. You can do this on a dropped long line, the 20-footer, or in your kitchen. You can do it off lead. And we're going to play go and come. So go. Good, go, Huds. Good, go, Hudson, come. Come here, Huds. Yeah, who is that behind that door? Pay no attention. Good, ready? Go. Good, go. Good, go. This is fetch with a treat. Way better than fetch with a toy. Good. But when he was little, he didn't want the treats. The hot dogs kind of got it. So I would cut up hot dogs and put them in my treat pouch. And then I would take his rope and hide it behind me. And I'd go, Hudson, come. I'd drop that off and then bring the toy out. Yay. Okay. I didn't want to wag the toy because he would come, but then I don't always have a toy. I always have my hand. Hudson, come. Drop the treat off. And then we'd play. Now he's treat motivated. Then we'd play a little tug. Good. Is she toy?
She gets upset when he leaves her side. If he goes out the door to get in the hot tub, she jumps over the back door. She's standing on the table.
Okay, and what do you do?
I go over and get her. I holler at her. I tell her no. I tell her off.
So you know what she's going to want to do? Be with him all the more. Because you're the meanie. You're the big blue meanie inside.
I have to be meanie all the time.
So that's not what you're going to do.
Well, no,
no, that's why I'm here to tell you. Yeah. What you're going to do, have you heard of the old saying, when the cat's away, the mice play? Yeah. So he's the cat. When he goes away, before he goes away, he could hand the leash to you. Put her on a leash, hand her to you, and you start playing with her. And say, look how much fun we have when he leaves. Or you play with the toy. You play with the sloth. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Then it's not that big of a deal when he leaves. Now, if she's already running to the door, you can correct that, but then take her away and don't yell at her. Play with her. While the cat's away, the mice will play. You guys are going to be the mice, and you're the cat when you leave. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And then she'll like you better. To teach him to drop it, you exchange for a treat or another toy. So you might have one and then bring Lammy out. If she doesn't, he'll take the treat now. Good. I used to use 2 toys. Take it. Take it, buddy. Oh, come on, take it. And he's just not near as toy motivated as he used to be. Drop it. Good. Which I prefer. Good. Take it. Good. Good. Drop it. Good. And you play that and then put your toy away. Don't leave the toy out. Then you get to provide all the fun. You get to be the provider of the fun game. Drop it. Instead of her providing it on her own. Good. There's a little tug going on. Now, if I don't have a treat, then I'll walk toward him with a space game. Drop it. Because this increases their drive. Good. This will decrease their drive. And I don't pull it up and cause them to jump up. Good. I keep it right here, drop it, and send them away from the toy. I own the item. Good. All right, so for the leave it, I'm going to hold the leash short. I'm going to toss a treat out and say, leave it. And I expect them to look back at me. I'm holding the leash short but loose. I'm not holding it so he can, that's going to just make him want it all the more. I'm going to throw another treat out. Leave it. Good, leave it. Good boy, yes. Well done. They're sticking to my hands. Leave it. Good. Good, leave it. And I'm going to throw out one more. Anything I throw out, I have to get. Leave it. Good, leave it. Leave it is not a parlor trick where I say leave it and now you get to go get it. This is a never not yours kind of idea. Good. So I have 4 there because I have to pick them up. I'm going to walk away. He left it physically now. He left it mentally, then he leave it physically. Now I'm going to give him a longer leash as I go pick those up. So I'm going to approach loose lead and tell him, leave it. If he would go for that at the same time I would go for it, I'm sending him back like that. I'm going to use my leg again to step into his space. Good. Good, leave it. Good, leave it. Well done. Now, if he was new at this, I might bring this one back over here like this and ask for a sit or come or something else to say, you can't help yourself. I might get you one. But obviously, I dropped pills the other day. It was only garlic things, but open bottle, it slipped right out of my hand. Had them all over the ground. I've had a hot plate of chips and cheese. Take it out of the microwave and I drop it on. Now I got chips and cheese and glass on the tile floor. So I say, leave it. They back off and let us pick them up. It's first, again, a safety. These are the safety non-negotiable. Yeah, just walk out and then you can come see what she does, like how you normally have her go outside. Okay, come on back in. And let's work on door control first, the stay back command. All right, I like that you turned her around to check in with you. That was good. All right, I'm going to take her and teach her to stay back at the door. All right. Stay back. My foot tells her to stay back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. I'm very, like a well-oiled machine. I say it the same way. I don't escalate. I don't say it's like in this soft, sweet voice. It's just stay back. Stay back. And I'm going to do this until I can go out there at the end of the leash and pretend to pick up my package. Because there's times you got Prime or UPS dropped something off and you want to open your door and get it and you don't want the dog. Stay back. Stay back. As soon as she backs off, she has to back off first and then I do. Door control. Every door, every time. Okay? All right, very good. And we're going to teach her to stay back from people in the same manner. Stay back. This is step 1 of socializing. She stays at your side with you, taking treats. Now, she doesn't want those, but she will if you make her more treat motivated. See if she'll take just one of these from me. Good. So obviously, Mike owns Koda, and this is Mike's mom, Rita, and Rita's dog. And they want them to be able to hang out when Mike comes to visit. Good, and be safe. So you feed yours, and if you want to try some of the hot dogs, we can do that as well. Good. So when you first go to visit with, oh, look at you. She's just saying, I'll just stay back here. Good. Good job. I'm going to put a few on the ground over here. Good. This is how you introduce dogs together. This is what you're going to do when you come up. Keep your dogs on leash for at least, say you come up 7 to 10 times and you bring her. And you guys hang out together, or you go there. You hang out together on leash. And dogs, no, leave it. Now that might be looking at the treat too. I wasn't feeding. Nice job. Well done. And this is the way dogs should. Now, she's more interested in the treat and the interaction you're doing with the dog than the dog itself. That's all good. Very nice. So in time, the dog will just be part of who she's around and look how calm. Good. You're doing a wonderful job there. Yes. Very good. I'm happy with that. Okay. All right, and that's what you're going to do when you guys get together. Just keep them on leashes. Remember, they can't do a whole lot wrong if you're short leading and feeding.